I'm Lee Iridium. Hope everyone's doing all right today. I think this might be my last reaction. I'm not really sure, but I've done quite a few today. So this is Resurrection King's second album called Stargazer. Stargazer. Sounds familiar. Anyway, not quite, but nearly. So Frontiers, who else? July the 16th. This is, like I said, the second album. I haven't heard the first album, but listen to these names. Apart from the vocalist, I don't know the vocalist much, but Chaz West, he's the vocalist, and he's done a few bits with Foreigner. He's got his own band called Westbound. Now listen to these names. Craig Goldie on guitar, does a bit of keys and bass. Obviously Dio Giuffria. I can never pronounce that. Hold on. So Craig Goldie, brilliant. Vinny Appice on drums, man. Dio, Sabbath, amazing. And well, I mean, another name that's maybe as big as those names now. I definitely say his name more than anyone else on this channel. Alessandro Del Vecchio of the Frontiers label, obviously producer, bass guitarist, keyboardist, songwriter, you know. So Resurrection Kings. So like I said, I mean, I have their first album, even though I haven't heard any of it, and I, you know, wasn't highly thought of that much. So maybe this second one, with the involvement of Alessandro Del Vecchio as well, maybe it will be better. I don't know, but I can't say it'll be better because I haven't even heard the first one. But you know, it sounds like all them people in the band. The name of the album, Stargazer, a bit similar to another title of a song that I know. I can't remember what it's called. You know, you would expect us to hear some late 70s, early 80s metal, heavy rock metal. That's what you would expect. That's what I'm expecting. So this is the actual title track, Stargazer. There's no video as such. It's just, there's nothing. It's just the, you know, the picture of the album. So that's a good thing in a way, because one thing, I can't take the piss out of the video about him being in the desert or in the woods, or someone roaming around in the desert, hasn't got any water or anything like that. I can't take the piss at all. There's not even anything really to take the piss out of on the cover. The cover ain't too bad. So I'm just going to have to listen to it this time. But it's a good thing because I can concentrate on music as well. So Resurrection Kings and Stargazer. I keep nearly saying Stargazer. Here we go. I love all the musicians on this. Apart from Chaz West, I don't really know him. But here we go. Let's listen to this. Definitely classic rock.
In the deepest valley, you left us alone. How can we carry our bodies home?
Nice heavy guitar sound. Great voice. Love that riff, man. Nice and simple.
We paid for ourselves, but who's counting the score? I see the devil in my eyes. I walk the desert alone. But we go home. You
It's got a
made
great
a
voice.
target, but pain and sorrow rule. But just outside, you feel the vigil. We took back the sky. Here comes the Stargazer, looking for you. Where do you hide? Looking for the truth. Here comes the Stargazer, and shame you can't hide. Where do you run? Looking for your truth.
I want to stop it there. I don't know if the solo's going to come. So this guy's got a fucking excellent voice, man. And there's just so many singers out there that are just great and like relatively unknown. I mean, I'm not putting this guy down. I haven't heard of him before this. But he's got such a powerful voice. Obviously, this sounds like it's pulled, and I'm sure they know this, with the guys involved in the band as well. I'm sure they know it's pulled straight out of like, you know, late 70s, early 80s classic rock. You know, it sounds like it could be on a classic Rainbow album. Do you know what I mean? With Stargazer on it. It sounds like, you know what I mean, you'd be just in denial if you said this doesn't sound like something like that, and it's not, it's meant to, obviously. But you know, a lot of people love this sort of music, and what you need in this sort of music is someone with a brilliant voice. Because if you didn't have someone with a brilliant voice, it wouldn't be classic rock, because that's what you hear. I could even hear parts of when he stretches Graham Bonnet, and I quite like Graham Bonnet's voice. You know, he might not have had the image there, but when he stretches and you can hear that slight Graham Bonnet sort of sound to his voice. And Graham Bonnet's got a fantastic voice, by the way. But yeah, Mark Clower, if you're watching this, tell me what you think of his voice. I think you'll like it a lot. I'll message you and let you know I'm putting it on here. But this is the sort of stuff Mark would like because of that vocal ability. You know, Tony Martin, Doogie White, Ronnie James Dio, Graham Bonnet, all those classic rock vocalists. This guy has got it. He really has. Now, musically, the song, it's just, like I said, it sounds like it has come straight off of one of those sort of albums. I quite like the song. It's got that keyboards going all the way through the back, just like classic rock did, you know, basically fill in the song with that classic rock sound. Glad it's not a Hammond organ, though. I don't like Hammond organs. Just about to hear the solo. Craig Goldie's a great guitarist. The only thing I've always wished this with Craig Goldie, and I know he was totally different than when he took over in Dio. I wish that he did more lead parts throughout songs. You know, so he's really into his rhythm guitar. There's nothing wrong with that, and he's a great soloist. But I wish I'd hear him break off of the rhythm guitar into some solos now and again, a little bit more. But he is a brilliant guitarist, though. Let's listen, though, because the solo's coming up, I think. Here we go. I might be wrong. It'd be mad if there wasn't a solo in a classic rock song, wouldn't it? There's a solo. Great solo.
If you're divine, give us a sign. Here comes the Stargazer, looking for you. Where do you hide? Looking for the truth. Here comes the Stargazer, and shame you can't hide. Where do you run?
keyboard solo. Well, it had everything it should have for a 70s vibe classic rock song. It had a keyboard solo just playing the song out. So there you go. Didn't actually mind that keyboard solo. Some cool effects on that. It wasn't... I'm not a huge fan of keyboards. I prefer guitar. But, you know, in that sort of music, it fits quite well. I think the guitar solo was great. Very technical. Very technical indeed. Like I said, though, I wish that Craig Goldie broke off into some, you know, guitar licks in between his rhythm playing. But he is a fantastic guitarist. Just give a shout out to Vinny Appice as well. Obviously, I mean, man, he's just got a certain sound. You know, the way he plays, especially when he's just doing his snare bits and he's using the hi-hats. I think, are they hi-hats? Is it a hi-hat? No, the cymbals. When he's just touching the cymbals, he's got a certain way of playing. You can sort of tell it's Vinny Appice. Very, very clever indeed. It's weird. He's got a certain style that I absolutely love. And, like, you know, he was brilliant in Dio and Sabbath as well. But no, good song. If you do love your classic 70s, late 70s rock, man, what's not to love about that? Absolutely fantastic. You could pull that, like I said, straight off one of them classic albums. You really could. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What a great voice this guy's got. Let me know about that. What do you think of his voice? And I'll see you next time.